Welcome to Beyond the Falls podcast. I'm Sarah Jenkins and I'm here today with Terry McKay, longtime family friend and fellow realtor.
Yes.
Welcome, Terry.
Thank you, Sarah. Good to be here.
Thank you. I'm just going to start out. I want you to tell me about River Falls. Were you born and raised here? Tell me your story.
I am a true townie. I was born and raised here. I have left the state a couple times, but came back here. It's always good to be back in River Falls.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's a great place to be.
It is a great place to be. My kids are grown and raised and supporting themselves. This is great. So, good place, good schools. Love it.
Yeah, and you're highly involved with the community, and on multiple levels.
Yeah.
But today we're here to talk about everyone's favorite time of year, River Falls Days.
Yeah.
So Terry, tell me, how did you get started? You guys, Terry is the announcer for the River Falls Days Parade, which is a huge event.
It is kind of a big deal.
It is. And so,
cool.
I tell us how did that come
It's a
to
funny
be?
story. It's a funny story because I was helping a group, the parade committee. We were lining up the lineup, and we had some issues that we had to go back up to the announcer's stand. I went up there, and the poor gentleman who had a great radio voice couldn't pronounce a name to save his soul. So I kept whispering names in his ear, and he finally said, "Well, just get a mic and sit up here with me." So that's how I started announcing. And over the years, I've had several different people that announce with me. I certainly don't do it alone. It's more fun to have other people with you, and we can banter back and forth and do that type of thing. So yeah, that's how I started that, and that was like almost 30 years ago, I think. I can't remember. It's been a long time.
That's awesome. It's just amazing. I love it. So I kind of want, this is a big year. This is the 50th anniversary.
It's the 50th anniversry of River Falls Days, yes.
So tell me kind of what...
Well, it's a golden anniversary, so we are doing everything gold, and our parade judges, I will tell you, are going to be the Golden Girls. So look forward to that. That will be fun.
I am looking forward to
Yeah,
that.
and I think we're figuring out how to live stream it so that more people than just the parade route can see the parade. Hopefully we'll get that squared away. But yeah, it's fun. We've known, let's see, I think our biggest crowd that we could kind of count is about 6,000 people at this parade.
Really?
It lines the whole street, and of course if you don't have your blankets out and mark off your spot by at least Tuesday before the parade, you won't get a place to stand.
Very true. Very true.
So it's kind of a fun deal that we do here. Everybody goes, "Why are all these blankets out?" And I said, "Oh, they're saving their spot for the parade."
Yeah.
So
wow, I didn't know 6,000 people.
Oh yeah, it's a lot.
It is.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh gosh. Can you tell me, what do you know about the history of River Falls Days?
Oh boy. Okay. I think as the town started growing, again, 50 years since just the River Falls Days event came up. But they started having, all the schools were having their proms and their stuff going on, a lot of activities. They wanted to highlight downtown, so they started doing the old-fashioned bargain days. They started doing the sales, and they picked this time of year to be able to do that. And as that started, they said, well, let's get a carnival. Let's do that. So for years we did have a carnival. Right now we don't have a space for it.
Okay.
So we're running short of space. But then they started doing, again, the old-fashioned bargain days. Then they said, well, we better have ambassadors, and we should have royalty, right?
Yeah.
So then all of the royalty, they auditioned, if you will, to become Miss River Falls. And I do have a cousin that was Miss River Falls once, so that's, I'm related to royalty.
Yes.
Whatever. Yeah. Anyway, I think the first year we were just looking at some pictures. They're going to have a history of River Falls Days in the City Hall for all the months of June, July, and August.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, that's going to be very cool. So we saw like 12 of the contestants, if you will, that competed, and they had to do their talent just like a pageant. So it ended up being a pretty big thing, and over the years it's kind of slowed down a little bit. We haven't had as much activity with that, but now we call it the ambassadors. So both boys and girls, anybody who wants to audition, if you will, can participate. So
Oh my goodness.
yeah, that's pretty cool.
It is cool. With this being the 50th anniversary, is there gonna be anything, different from years past that we're gonna get to enjoy this year?
Well, we are starting out Thursday with, let's see, what have I got? I know we've got some stuff here.
Run through what
We're gonna do,
events.
there's gonna be a photo booth, free photo booth, so that's on Thursday night down by Heritage Park. They're gonna have a Taylor Swift dance off for the kids.
I love it.
And then the dweebs will be playing after that. So we've got good music, lots of cool things for that. Friday, obviously the parade, but there's all sorts of food trucks. We've got everything set up for that. We're gonna have a lumberjack show that will be on Saturday. We have 3 different shows that went over really well last year, so we are bringing that back.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Is that gonna be down?
That's
at
up behind the City Hall parking lot,
Okay.
the upper lot.
Okay.
Yep. So, and all the food trucks, the music and everything, the beer tents will be down in Heritage Park.
Yep.
Yeah, so, Saturday, UWRF is having their 150th anniversary
Oh my goodness.
of existence. So yeah, so they're doing a big celebration as well. The Rotary is gonna host a pancake breakfast on their behalf, and all proceeds come back to the Rotary, which is very kind of them. So, but they're gonna be celebrating as well, 150 years.
Wow.
I know, this town doesn't seem that old, but it
I
is.
feel like there's a lot of big anniversaries this year. With,
Yeah. Yeah,
just
you're right.
businesses or the River Falls Days University.
Yep. So, and we've got bands both Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night. Thursday night, there's also gonna be a laser light show that we are bringing out for the, 10 o'clock. As soon as it gets dark enough, we're gonna do a laser light show and just in kind of honor of the 50th anniversary.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And where should one go to observe that?
That's gonna be down in the Heritage Park area
Okay.
as well. So if you're down there partaking in the beer, the food, the fun, and the music, then the laser light show will be right after that.
Okay. Oh, fun.
Yeah, on Thursday.
I like that. That's really cool.
Yeah, we beefed up the budget a little bit to get that, but that's okay. I think it's gonna be a very cool deal.
Yeah.
Saturday, again, there's Meet River Falls, and that's all different River Falls businesses that'll be down along the, right on the Maple Street Bridge, basically
Yes.
down there. So you can walk back and forth and see who's got what in River Falls. That's part of that came about when we had COVID.
Yes.
And we couldn't have the parade, or they didn't want us to have a parade, so we basically had a walk-by parade.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't keep anybody from being social, but it did come into having a Meet River Falls group that now they come pretty much every year in a lot of different events, like the Bacon Bash and the Taste of River Falls, that type of thing. They come and show their wares and you can buy stuff.
That's
So
awesome.
kind of bring it back in the bargains.
Yeah, I love it. That's neat.
Mhm.
With the laser show, is there still gonna be fireworks?
Yes, Sunday night.
Sunday night.
Sunday night there will be fireworks, and that's over by Hoffman Park. So if you want to hang out, bring a blankie and bug spray. Hang out in I think it's the grass behind Greenwood, that type of thing.
Yeah.
That's probably where you want to be.
Yeah.
That's a good spot to be.
I know
Far
last
enough
year
away,
we-
but you can really see well there.
Yeah, I think that's exactly. We were right by the tennis courts last year and
Yep.
had a great time. So
Yeah.
good view.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
I
yeah.
love it. Okay, so you have been involved with River Falls Days for about the last 30 years. That's awesome. What is your favorite part about River
Well,
Falls Days?
Of course, I gotta love the parade because I've got the best seat in the house.
You do. You do.
Yeah, I do, and it's just fun to be part of the background of pulling it all together, knowing where everything's gonna be, and hey, where can I fit in if somebody can't be there. We always need volunteers, so if anybody wants to volunteer, please, please, please let us know.
Yeah.
Lots of volunteer opportunities, and not hours and hours. You can put in a couple hours just helping take tickets or something, that's always good. But yeah, I think, the bands are usually pretty good. Just the activity in town. There's so many people that come back. A lot of times they have class reunions around the same time as River Falls Days, so they can take all of it in. So that's kind of fun, yeah.
It is fun. It's,
Yeah, well, and they used to have the demo derby and tractor pulls and everything else, and some of those are just getting logistically harder to do, so.
Yeah. So I don't think I've asked this, but what are the actual dates for?
That would be nice to know, wouldn't
Yes, yeah. Because it's not this Thursday.
No, it's not. No, I hope not. I'm not ready yet. It's July 11th through the 14th.
Okay. Wonderful.
Yeah. So all over town, you won't miss it.
Yeah. Well,
Wear your gold. I have a gold lame jacket, all prepared for my announcing stand, and my co-announcer. We're all getting our dolled up outfits ready to go.
I can't believe it. I love it.
So, yeah, it's all fun.
I was going to ask, with the parade, you do hand out awards.
Yes.
Tell me about those.
Usually a judge's choice, best musical unit, and the best use of theme. And we do a theme every year because it's more fun.
Yeah.
If you're in the parade every year and you bring the same truck through, it's so fun if you're looking at the same truck. So we make them dress up, we make them go theme related. We do limit the amount of entries to about 100.
Okay.
We have had as many as 120 units before, and that gets to be a long parade.
I believe I walked in at one of those years.
right, and it's just it's a fun deal.
Yeah, I love it.
Come on out and see us. That's Friday night at 6:30.
It's 6:30 on Friday night, and it is. It's a good time for everyone, and the second street behind these windows is packed, and it's just neat to see the whole community.
You can sit on the roof, Sarah.
Maybe you'll see me on the roof.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You'll get the best view then.
Oh my gosh. Well, is there anything else you want to tell us about River Falls Days?
Oh wow. Don't miss it.
Yeah.
Just don't miss it. It's usually a lot of fun. You can come and go as you please. There's plenty of things to do. And again, if you want to volunteer, we're always looking for that. Come on out. It's great.
Awesome. Well, Terry, thank you so much for coming on.
You're very welcome.
I really appreciate it, and thank you for watching the podcast, and we'll see you on the next show.